Being overly nice is literally killing you. I'm not even joking. It's not some kind of metaphor. It can actually ruin your health, your career, your relationships, and your entire sense of self. And I'm going to tell you how. I am Elena, and I am here to help you unleash your most powerful, unapologetic, and magnetic self. Together, we are going to walk the path of the Golden Lioness, a journey of strength, self-confidence, and divine femininity. Let's dive in. So why is being too nice so harmful to your health? The thing is that every suppressed emotion, every unresolved issue that you push into the shadows of your psyche will manifest itself in any way possible, through some intrusive thoughts, your dreams, and eventually physical ailments. When you constantly suppress your real feelings and swallow your truth, it doesn't just disappear, it festers. You hold in your anger, hello urinary tract infections. You don't speak up, here's your sore throat. You're ashamed of your desires. Enjoy that thrush. Your body will always try to tell the truth, even if you refuse to. Trust me, I've been there many times. Whenever I had any physical ailment, I could always backtrack it to something that happened, some kind of emotional turmoil that I was going through. When I was in my early 20s, I was in a relationship with a narcissist. Back then, when no one knew what narcissism was. He was jealous, possessive, controlling, gaslighting, all that regular narcissistic stuff. And I, of course, was a hopeless romantic, and I did not want to face the truth because I was too in love and I thought I could change him. However, my body was much wiser than I was, and it was trying to show me the truth in any way possible. So eventually my leg got swollen and painful, and I could not move. Literally, not just metaphorically, like being stuck in a situation. I could not move. I was stuck at home. And it turned out it was a DVT, deep vein thrombosis. I was 20 years old, otherwise healthy. I didn't smoke. I mean, come on, tell me, which 20-year-old gets a DVT? But my body was desperate to show me the truth that I was getting myself trapped in a very sticky situation and I should run while I still could. The body keeps the score, and if you don't want to see the problem, it will show you. But the cost of being overly nice is more than just physical. It literally means that you are wasting away the most precious treasure given to you, your life. Your soul came here to this planet for an adventure, and instead of grabbing with both hands what you deserve and what you desire, you play it small. You smile politely while the world walks all over you. And for what? To be liked? To avoid conflict? To be cool? Trust me, there's nothing cool about being a people pleaser, aka a doormat. No, my love, you are more than that, so much more than that. And this bullshit ends now, and it ends here. Alright, so let's get into the real reason why we women very often have that problem. And I don't want to say that it's only women. Men also can be people pleasers. However, it's been shown over and over again that it is women who are much more agreeable. And it's not just about you and me and some personality trait that we somehow developed in our life. It's much more than that. This is a genetic, historical and cultural conditioning that has been imprinted on women's minds for thousands of years. I read this wonderful book, Sapiens, by Yuval Harari. And in that book, there was one part, well, many parts, but one of many parts that fascinated me was the way humans domesticated wolves into dogs. And the amazing thing was that it wasn't just humans who were choosing, it was a mutual beneficial relationship. Wolves that were naturally submissive, docile, and obedient would get scraps from humans' camps. So naturally, over time, they learned to behave that way. Be nice in exchange for food and shelter. Over generations, this selective pressure literally changed their DNA. Now let's apply that to women. And of course, women are not wolves, but we also have our wild nature. For thousands of years, the survival of women depended on their ability to appease, The women who were too outspoken, too rebellious, too difficult were literally shunned, expelled from their tribe, or burned at the stake. But the women who could keep the peace, smooth the conflict, be agreeable, they had a higher chance of surviving under the protection of a man. They got to stay in the tribe, have children, have protection. And over generations, that behavior became part of our cultural and biological inheritance. We are literally carrying in our DNA the legacy of generations of appeasing, sacrificing ourselves, keeping the peace, keeping families together, putting yourself out there and having strong opinions, speaking up your mind. That is a very scary thing, and it's not just your own fear, it's something in your DNA, and it has a name. It's a witch wound. The terror of being burned at the stake that we all carry in ourselves, in our energy. Now add culture on top of that. Today, in many cultures, women are still indoctrinated into being nice girls. Maybe apart from some highly feminist societies, but for me, definitely, I was raised in the spirit of being polite, nice, avoiding conflict, not challenging men, not aggressively pursuing my goals. And I see it also in the young women nowadays. I have worked for many years as a school teacher, and I could see the teenage girls still going through the same process. So it's not some kind of ghost of the past. It is still very vivid. And then as we grow up, that behavior, that indoctrination follows us and finds its reflection in every area of our life. At work, we struggle to negotiate higher salary or charge dignified fees for our services, something that men would never hesitate about. In friendships, we carry all the emotional labor of checking in, organizing events, keeping the group chat alive. And of course, in relationships, we are expected to be understanding, to be the better person, to compromise and to accommodate, even if our partner is treating us poorly. Even nowadays, many dating and femininity coaches teach women to be docile and sweet and, let him be the man and give him space. And I have nothing against men being the men. I love when men are masculine and manly and, help a woman, etc. But not when it's contrived, when it's natural, when it's organic, fantastic. But pretending to be a little weakling just so he feels like a man, I think that is manipulation. And what annoys me the most is any kind of advice online about dealing with distant avoidant men. I mean, what the hell? You are invading his space because you have needs and you ask for affection. So give him space. Don't make demands. Respect his needs. And what about your needs? Huh? Do you see how deep this runs? This is not just a personal thing. This is a generational curse. And if we, nice girls, do not wake up to it, we will waste our entire lives living for everyone but ourselves. Just look at the cost of being too nice. Burnout. You give and give and give until you have nothing left for yourself. You wake up exhausted, you're always tired, you're depressed, and you're wondering why life is so difficult. Resentment. You start hating people you love. Why? Because deep down, you know they're taking you for granted. But the thing is, they very often don't even realize because you never set the boundaries. And don't take me wrong, it's not your fault. As we, explored before, it is more than just you. It is something that is in our DNA. But it's time to break that curse now. Lost opportunities. How many times did you push away your own dreams and instead of that support other people's dreams? How many times you resigned from being the lead of any kind of team, project or social event because you didn't want to seem too pushy? And then all the credit goes to someone else. And of course, unfulfilled relationships, because you become the woman that men choose for her convenience and not for her essence. The chill friend, the supportive woman that doesn't demand much. Until one day she wakes up and realizes that she has given everything and received nothing. And the worst part, Being nice doesn't even guarantee love and safety. Absolutely not. It only guarantees that you disappear day by day until you become a shell of a human being, of this wonderful, divine, feminine goddess that you came here to be. So how to actually stop being too nice and finally own your power? Now I'll give you 5 powerful shifts that will change your life forever. 1. Stop seeking validation. Give it to yourself. If you spend your entire life being a people pleaser, chances are that you think that your worth depends on what other people think and feel and how they see you. But the truth is, the most successful and powerful people in the world are not the most liked, they're the most respected. So here is your new mantra. I do not exist to be liked. I exist to be respected. Start paying attention to those little moments throughout the day when you are seeking people's validation and ask yourself why. Why do I need that? Do you really need their approval, or is it just the old conditioning speaking? And trust me, babes, once you stop outsourcing your self-worth, you are going to be unstoppable. 2. Master the art of saying no without guilt. Nice girls have a big problem with saying no because they are afraid of disappointing people. But the truth is that disappointing people is a natural part of life. You cannot please everyone and at the same time stay true to yourself. It's literally impossible because everyone has different expectations. Everyone will want something different, and people are selfish and they will want you to accommodate to them. So if you don't start thinking about yourself and your own needs, no one will. So practice saying no without over-explaining. No, I can't. No, I won't make it. No, not today. No, I'm not available. No, that doesn't work for me. That's a full sentence. No justification, no guilt, just self-respect. 3. Set boundaries like a queen. Boundaries are not about pushing people away. They are about protecting your energy. And if you don't set them, people will drain you dry without even realizing it. So, at work, start charging your worth. And if someone has a problem with your fees, they can move on. There'll be another client. There'll be another opportunity. Don't worry. Universe will bring you what you want. In friendships, stop being the one who always gives. Friendships are supposed to be mutual. In relationships, stop allowing men to dictate your worth. It does not depend on him. If he is inconsistent, emotionally unavailable, or takes you for granted, just walk away, quietly. A woman with strong boundaries commands respect without ever raising her voice. 4. Own your desires unapologetically. Too many women play it small because they don't want to seem too much, too demanding, too ambitious, too high maintenance. But let me ask you, why shouldn't you have it all? Men don't hesitate about taking from life what they deserve and what they want. They don't sit around and think, oh my God, am I being too much? No, they just go for it. You need to do the same. You want the best? Demand the best. From life, from relationships, from yourself. Stop apologizing for your standards. The right people will rise to meet them. 5. Step into your divine feminine power. True feminine power is not about being nice or agreeable. No, it's about being powerful, unapologetic, and take what you want from life. A goddess doesn't shrink to make everyone else comfortable. She expands, she radiates, she transforms everything she touches. She is soft when she chooses to be. She nurtures without sacrificing herself. She loves without losing herself. And she speaks her truth without fear. You are not here to be a doormat. You are an extension of divine femininity. You are a manifestation of goddesses, Aphrodite, Artemis, Sekhmet, Bastet. You are here to reign boldly, fiercely, unapologetically. Now, my love, the choice is yours. You can keep being the nice girl who bends over backwards to accommodate others. Or you can step into your highest, most powerful self. This isn't just about personal growth. This is about breaking generational programming. When you stand in your power, you give example to other women. You give them permission to do the same. The world does not need more nice girls. It needs lionesses. And you my love, are here to roar. So if this message spoke to you and something woke up in you while you were listening to it, remember to share this message with another goddess, and also like the video and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Stay fierce, stay unapologetic, stay powerful.